Hi, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to be making an architectural floor plan from a new template. First, we'll start with units and then add walls and then doors and windows. Then we will use other blocks and text. We'll add annotations, hatches, and then finally, we will dimension our drawing. So here we have this blank template and we will start with the units. For that, we'll press U, N, enter. We'll get the unit dialog box. We are going to select decimal and we are going to keep the precision at 0 because we are going to be, the insertion scale is going to be millimeters. Press OK. Now I'm going to draw a rectangle. So I'm going to go over to the draw panel and I'm going to select the rectangle tool. And I'm just going to click at any point and drag it out. And I'm going to put the dimension of length 11 meters and width 6 meters. So I'm going to press add. On your keyboard, you can just press shift and your 2 and you will get add. And now I'm going to press 11,000 because we are in millimeters. That's going to be 11 meters, comma, 6,000, enter. Now we have the basic outline of our exterior walls. Now I'm going to draw the interior walls. L, enter. I'm going to place my cursor on this point and I'm going to just drag it up without clicking, and if you notice, it tells you the distance that it has moved from that point. If you want to make sure that it's enabled, go over to object snaps and just make sure this extension button is activated. Now I'm going to go back to the model space and I'm going to do the same thing. And I'm going to put 3 meters, enter. So now it has snapped the first point of our line, and I'm going to just go across and draw this line. I'm going to do the same this way. I'm going to press 2.5 meters, draw this line down, do it again. Here, again, here. I'm going to delete these lines because they are unnecessary. This one as well. So now we got a basic outline of our rooms, and let's go ahead and show the thicknesses in the walls. I'm going to be using exterior walls of thickness 20 centimeters and interior walls of thickness 15 centimeters. So to draw those walls, I'm going to just offset the lines that we have drawn. So I'm going to press O, enter, put 200 for 200 millimeters, press enter. I'm just going to offset this rectangle outside, and now I'm just going to offset the interior walls like that. Okay, let's offset this line by 2 meters, then offset it by 15 centimeters. Now let's go ahead and trim these lines. Now as you can see, we have our walls in place. Okay, now that we have trimmed all our walls, let's go ahead and create some door and window blocks. But before that, let's create some layers for them. So it'll be easier for us to classify our objects in our drawing. So let's go to the layers panel and select layer properties, and you'll get this dialog box, and just create a new layer over here and call it door, again window, once again block, one more, let's name it hatch, let's call this one text, another for the dimension, and there you have it. Now let's add some color to each layer so it's easier for us to find the difference between them. Let's put this dark blue for the door. Let's put cyan for the window. The blocks can be magenta. Let's leave hatch white. Let's take text and make that green. The dimension can be red. Say OK. Let's close this box. If you go over to the layers drop down, you'll see that they are available over here. So now let's go ahead and create our door. For that, first let's draw a rectangle. Pick any point and let's put it as 100, 50. So this is going to be the frame of our door. Let's rotate it. Press ortho, F8 for ortho. Yeah. Now let's draw the leaf of the door. Let's keep that as 800, 50. Let's move this here. Let's copy this frame over to the other side of the door, and now we can rotate this door. Since ortho is on, it will be very easy to rotate this door at 90-degree angle. Now let's just draw the arc for the door swing. So we'll draw a circle, take it to this point, and let's just trim the rest. It's an easy way. Now let's replicate this door over here and make a new variation of it. So let's select these elements except this rectangle and just mirror them like that and say no to erase objects. Now you can just delete this rectangle and it becomes like a double swing door. Now that we have created two doors, let's put them in the appropriate layer. So let's select it, go over here and select door, press escape. Now you'll see your objects are in that layer. Now let's create windows, and this time let's go over here and enter the window layer. So now all lines and objects that we draw are going to be drawn in that layer. So let's draw a rectangle first. Pick a point and put it as 200, 2000. I'm going to rotate this. Now I'm going to draw a line from the center. I'm going to offset it by 25 units on either side. I'm going to select this line and press delete. Now I'm going to join this line. So we have created a window. Let's create another window of a different size. So once again, rectangle. I'm going to make this window of 1 meter width. Let's rotate this as well. offset this center line by 25 units. Draw this line down the center. So there you have it. Now let's just create blocks with these elements. So I'm going to select the first door and go over here to the block panel and select create. Let's name it as door 1. Select a pick point. Select the objects. Enter and say OK. Let's do the same for the next door. Let's call this one door 2. Now let's do the windows. And the last window. Enter and done. And there you have it. We've created our basic blocks for our architectural drawing. Alright, so now that we have added doors and windows, you can see them over here listed as door 1, door 2, window 1 and window 2. Now they are ready to be added in our drawing. We'll learn about adding these blocks and other blocks in our drawing in the next video. To watch the next part of our video, click on this video link.